Something's happening to the Scrum Master role, and the people it's happening to are the last ones to see it. It's not AI. It's not a tech layoff. It's not even the rebranding trend, though that's part of the symptom. It's a power shift, and nobody's naming it. Over the last 18 months, a pattern has emerged in how organizations mature their agile practices. The Scrum Master who was running 2 teams starts running 4. The one running ceremonies starts being told the team can self-organize. Coaching budget gets cut. The Scrum Master gets moved to support a product function, or the role gets merged with delivery manager, or it just disappears from the org chart. This gets framed as progress, agile maturity. Teams become self-sufficient. The organization graduating from needing process coaching. But I want to name what's actually happening here, because I think most of the people inside this shift are looking at it the wrong way. On one side, you've got the rebranders. These are the Scrum Masters, and I mean this with no disrespect as a former Scrum Master myself, who spent the last year updating their LinkedIn to delivery manager or flow architect or strategic change lead. They're responding to a real threat with a logical move. If the market doesn't want a Scrum Master, becoming something the market does want is the better option. On the other side, you've got the traditionalists, the people who say the problem is that organizations don't understand Agile correctly. Scrum is a framework, not a job title. Servant leadership is still critical. If the SM role is disappearing, it's because we're implementing Agile role, not because the role is obsolete. Both sides are partially right, and both are missing the actual shift. The shift I'm calling Scrum Devolution isn't about the title. It's about where organizational power is moving, and it's moving in a very specific direction. Here's what agile maturity actually looks like from the inside of a large enterprise. The organization slowly takes back the authority it temporarily delegated to the Scrum Master role and redistributes it to the team, to engineering management, and increasingly to systems. The team runs its own retros. Engineering leadership sets sprint goals directly. Your automation catches stalled tickets before stand-up. Robo agents draft the sprint summary. The dashboards surface blockers without someone having to compile them. The Scrum Master's job in this picture doesn't get more strategic. It gets less necessary. And here's the cool part. The rebranding accelerates this. When a Scrum Master rebrands to delivery manager without building the skills of a delivery manager, without being able to own the roadmap, manage dependencies across systems, have a view on budget trade-offs, they've invited a comparison they're going to lose. Organizations that were quietly tolerating the Scrum Master role now have a reason to ask the out-loud question, what does this person actually deliver? That question is uncomfortable. It doesn't have a great answer if your value is mostly about being in the room. So who's gaining power in this environment? Watch this happen across multiple enterprises. And the people accumulating influence right now are not the ones with the most refined facilitation skills. They're the ones who built something. And yes, facilitation skills are important. Don't get me wrong. They do not stand alone as a differentiator anymore. The person who built the Jira automation that catches stalled work before the meeting is still valuable when the meeting gets cut. The person who configured Rovo agents to surface blockers by 9 a.m. every day, they created something that delivers quality, consistently, and value every single morning. The person who designed the dashboard that gives leadership real-time visibility into delivery risk, they don't need to run stand-ups. The stand-up is optional. The signal is already visible. This isn't about being technical for the sake of it. It's about building things that deliver value, whether you're in the room or not. That's proof of what you're capable of, not a reason to replace you. That's the power that survives org chart changes. And that's the power that survives agile maturity. That's the power that survives AI. When I got laid off from a Fortune 500 bank, I had 14 days to land a new role. I didn't spend those 14 days writing about servant leadership. I spent them pointing to things I'd built. Automation that reduced ticket aging reports from 2 hours to 15 minutes. A dashboard that surfaced SLA risk before anyone had to ask. Incident classification system that ran while I was asleep. None of those things needed me in the room. It just ran. And that's what got me the offer in 14 days. Not the certifications, not the facilitation expertise, proof that I'd built things that delivered quality, consistently, and value on their own. Chapter actionable close. Here's what I'd actually tell you to do this week. Stop asking, what should I retitle myself? Start asking, what will still be running after I leave? You don't need to learn to code. I'm not talking about becoming an engineer. I'm talking about Jira automations, no code, built in an afternoon, so agents configured in your existing Atlassian stack, dashboard templates your team doesn't have to manually update. All of these things are learnable. Most of them are no code. And every one of them represents leverage you didn't have before. Scrum Devolution, it's real. Power is shifting. The question is whether it's shifting away from you or through you. The only answer that matters isn't a new title, something you built. I'm Daniel Liu. This is Career Optional. If this lands, share it with someone who's been asking, what happens to my role in the next 2 years? And subscribe to get more weekly insights to unlocking exciting new options in your own career. See you next time.